Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more esports talk. I'm trying not to start this episode out in a very, very rude way or an angry way, but I think this needs to be talked about. And I would be very surprised if the Chicago Huntsmen NRG family was not expecting this kind of backlash around this. Not too many people, I think, are taking to videos to post their opinions on this. The latest signing to a sub spot for the Chicago Huntsmen, one of the top projected teams, I would say, to a lot of people, arguably the #1 team heading into next season, along the likes of Dallas Empire. I think a lot of teams could probably fight for those top 3 spots, but we know the top team, at least one of them, will be Chicago, and they have now signed MBoZe to that top spot as a sub role for this lineup. Not many people talking about this. Let me preface by saying, you know what? Good for the guy. Good for Money B. It's great to have a personality back. It's great to have a family member back, and Hector to take care of those family members by signing them. That is great. That is dandy. No hate towards the guy, but to not expect backlash around this signing would be absolutely ridiculous. They had to know when they did this. There certainly would be some sort of distaste from the community about this signing, because I think to a lot of people across many scenes, if you were to compare it to any other esport out there, yes, this maybe happens sometimes, but this is a complete rarity when it comes to a top team. I would say by most standards out there, at least a top 2, if not a #1 team in Call of Duty. The best team in Call of Duty for next season projected-wise, if not a top 2 team, is going to be Chicago Huntsmen, and you sign a sub-role player who has not competed besides wagers in 5 years. Yes, you can talk about family. Yes, you can talk about S&D. You can talk about some teams probably not even using their sub players whatsoever, but to not be upset or saddened by this for all the semi-pro players, the pro players who are rising, who are grinding, who are making content, actually putting themselves out there constantly and putting forth the effort, to not feel bad for them would be completely stupid, and that's what I do. I do feel bad for those guys out there, and again, this is an NRG Hector signing. If this is who they wanted, this is who they wanted to get the entire time, then good for them. I'm not even going to start to break down the intro video. I will link it down below for all of you guys to watch it through. I could pick that thing to bits about the reasoning and the actual things stated by MBoZe in that video. Again, a huge congratulations to him, but it's tough, if you guys cannot tell, to hold back the frustration of this kind of signing. We maybe see this in the lower levels of CSGO. Maybe ESCA, Mountain Dew League teams, maybe they sign some people for personalities, right? Some content creators. Maybe we certainly see this around Overwatch contenders and their lower leagues. Maybe League of Legends, their tier 2 scene, we maybe see some personalities and friendships come through. There is no scene out there besides Call of Duty who does it, I would say, worse, as we have now seen around a handful of players who have been questionably signed. I will only name a few of them, only have named a few of them, but to not question this in some regard, I think it's a fair thing to do. And again, I have no hate towards MBoZe. You think I'm going to blame the guy for taking an easy contract to potentially not even play a single map this season and be paid at least $50,000? No, I'm not going to blame the guy. And am I going to blame Hector for taking care of what we seem to be a little brother? We all know this, guys. He is family. He is former Optic. He is Hector's little brother. For him to take care of him, I'm not going to place blame for that. But to not expect some sort of backlash, I think even they would probably see this coming, and I would love to see them explain this signing in full. Now, MBoZe tried to do that. Maybe it comes down to an S&D. You put him in for some odd reason. You throw him in there for one map, maybe a couple throughout the season, and all of a sudden you break it down as, okay, we're going to pay this guy $25, $50K for a single or maybe a couple maps for the entire season. Maybe he's worth it. Maybe he's not. For all of you guys who are arguing, if not S&D, if not actually playing, maybe he'll go back to content. We all know where he has been over the past year or two, and it's been off the face of the earth. He's been doing merch, maybe some side things here and there. It certainly has not been where he once was in terms of Call of Duty and where he once was in terms of content. I'm super proud of the guy. Good for him. I hope this is his time to come back into it. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I hope all of these guys get a chance to play. That of Censor. Maybe that of other names out there as well, lesser names who are put in sub spots who you would maybe project not even get a chance to play. But amongst the top team, to see a signing like this, you never see this across other esports. A guy who's been borderline retired since 2015 or before, and to sign him all of a sudden to a top team in the league, this is an utter rarity. And I hope you guys can understand where both sides are coming from. You guys can leave a fair comment down below where your argument does lie, what side you're on about this. And again, there certainly are two sides to the story. But yes, MBoZe, after 5 years of not really competing, now comes back to join one of the top teams in Call of Duty League for the first season. Welcome, MBoZe. I wish him the best of luck. I really do hope we get to see him play, and this could be his comeback to competitive Call of Duty, which is just shocking to say in the first place. Until next time, breaking down esports, gaming, Call of Duty news for you guys every single day, all day long. As always, my DMs are open. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.